Perfect. So now, you good to go? All right, guys, welcome. I guess we got all our technical difficulties figured out, and we're ready to go. So first of all, good morning and welcome to the 2015 RSEQ Final-4 University Basketball Conference Championships Google Hangout Press Conference. My name is Marty Rourke, and I'm the Sports Information Coordinator here at Bishop's University. We want to remind everyone that you can get involved using the official tournament hashtag #QCFinal4. We will speak with each men's coach, then each women's coach, then take some questions from Twitter along the way. All of the tournament information is available at www.gators.ca/4. That's the number 4. A reminder that this Google Hangout will remain visible on our YouTube channel, Bishop's Gators, after the conclusion of today's press conference. Bonjour et bienvenue à notre conférence de presse Google Hangout pour le Final-4 2015 de basketball universitaire de RSEQ. Vous pouvez demander une question par Twitter en utilisant #QCFinal4. L'information sur le tournoi est disponible sur gators.ca. The second annual RSEQ Final-4 Men's and Women's Basketball Championships will take place in Mitchell Gymnasia on the Bishop's University campus from March 5th to 7th, 2015. The women's semifinals are on Thursday with the top-seeded McGill Martlets facing the 4th-ranked Laval Rouge et Or at 6 p.m. À 20h, les citadins de l'UQAM, ayant terminé au 2e rang, affronteront les Stingers de Concordia, déteneurs du 3e rang. Vendredi, le 6 mars, c'est le demi-finale masculine. At 6 p.m., the top-ranked McGill Redmond will face off with 4th-place Concordia. À 20h, Université Laval, qui ont terminé au 2e rang, jouera contre le club hôte. Mitchell Gym will be rocking his 3rd-ranked Gators, tip-off with 2nd-ranked Laval, Friday at 8 p.m. Championship Saturday starts with the women's final at 5 p.m. Ce samedi, la finale féminine débutera à 17h, suivant de la finale masculine à 20h. The men's championship takes place at 8 p.m. on Saturday. The winners will be crowned 2015 RSEQ champions. Chez les femmes, 2 équipes nous représenteront au championnat du siècle. Le Rouge et Or est déjà classé en tant que club hôte. Ils seront accompagnés de l'équipe selon les résultats du championnat de conférence. The men's champion will earn the RSEQ berth at the 2015 CIS National Championships that will be hosted by the Ryerson Rams at the Mattamy Athletic Center. Both championships are part of Sportsnet U's Super CIS Championship Weekend set for March 12th to 15th, 2015. Before we get to the coaches, I'd like to introduce Mr. Joey Savo, Tournament Director and Associate Athletic Director at Bishop's University. Je donne la parole à Monsieur Joey Savo, Directeur du Championnat Final-4 RSEQ 2015. Mr. Savo?
Thank you, Marty. First, I want to thank everyone for being here today. Bishop's University has a wonderful history of basketball, including national titles in 1983, 1984, and 1998. We could not be happier to host the highest level of basketball in Quebec this weekend. Our committee has been working hard to prepare for the 2015 championship tournament. We are leaning on our experience from the 2013 Sherbrooke Canada Games experience, and we are using that to get ready for this great event. We are going to celebrate basketball in the greater Sherbrooke area over the 3 days the event is in Mitchell Gymnasia. It's going to be special. Nous voulons remercier l'Université Laval d'avoir reçu le tout premier tournoi en mars 2014. Nous les remercions du support qu'ils nous ont donné pendant les 12 derniers mois. Le tournoi dès mars 2016 et 2017 seront présentés à Montréal où les universités UQAM, McGill et Concordia seront les hôtes du tournoi. J'invite and I invite everyone to come down to Mitchell Gymnasia in Lennoxville this weekend, starting tomorrow through to Saturday, to watch a great tournament of basketball. Good luck to all participants. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Savo. On the men's side of the event, 2-time defending RSEQ champion McGill finished the year in first place at 11-4. Redmond bench boss Dave DeViro joins us now. First off, congratulations on your 2014-15 Coach of the Year selection, Dave.
Thanks very much.
You guys are looking to three-peat, but it has been a different year as everyone in the playoffs has beaten each other at least once. What must your team do to win your third straight championship?
It's going to be a difficult task this year. I mean, as you've seen, everyone else has beaten each other throughout the season. I think it's fairly competitive, wide open. For us to be successful, we have to rely on our defense. Our defense has kind of carried us through the years. At times, we've struggled to score, but the one thing that's been consistent has been our defense.
Francois Bourque was named League MVP, and Deli Ogundekin was named Defensive Player of the Year. How crucial are these two players to your team?
I think those two guys are important cogs, but we're more of a team. We really don't have a scorer that puts up 18 to 20 points a game. We kind of rely on our whole team. It's important that they play well, but more importantly, I think it's important that we get a good effort from Vince Dufour and the rest of the supporting cast.
Thanks, Dave. All the best to you and the Redmen.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
McGill's first-round opponent are the Concordia Stingers. The two teams will meet on Friday at 6 p.m. Veteran and outgoing Stingers head coach John Dora is our next guest. First of all, John, we wish you congratulations and all the best in your retirement when the season comes to a close. John, you split your two contests with the Redmen this year. What has been the key to your success against the top team in the league?
I think we've grown as a team throughout the year. We're playing much better defensively. We're playing much better together. And we're turning the ball over a lot less than we did earlier in the year.
Heading into the tournament, any one of the four teams can come out to represent the RSEQ at the CIS Championship. How has this season been different than others that you've been a part of?
I think there's a lot of parity in the league. There's been more balance, as Coach DeVero alluded to. Everybody's beating everybody else, and it's right down to the final weekend. Nobody's sure who they're going to be playing in the playoffs, and it's just parity across the board in the league.
Thanks, Coach. All the best.
Thank you.
Le Rouge et Or de l'Université Laval, classé deuxième, affronte le Club Hôte, les Gators de l'Université Bishops, qui sont en troisième rang vendredi à 20h. Avec nous maintenant, c'est entraîneur-chef des Lavallois, Jacques Paiement Jr. Bienvenue, Jacques.
Bonjour.
Vous avez la tâche difficile à jouer contre le Club Hôte. Vous avez déjà battu les Gators dans le gymnase Mitchell. Comment cette victoire vous aide-t-elle pour jouer dans un endroit comme Bishops?
Ça va être certainement un défi de taille de jouer contre l'équipe haute Bishops chez eux. C'est toujours difficile. C'est toujours un environnement difficile, un environnement hostile. Ça va l'être encore plus dans un environnement de série éliminatoire. D'avoir gagné les 2 derniers matchs à Bishops, je pense que ça a donné un petit peu de confiance à nos joueurs. Ils croient qu'ils sont capables de battre cette équipe-là à Bishop. Comme j'ai dit, ça sera pas une tâche facile. Bishop a une équipe très, très expérimentée. Donc, ça va être un bon défi pour nous. Je pense que les gars sont prêts.
Vous avez gagné 6 parties l'année passée et 9 cette année. Dans votre opinion, quel était l'élément clé de cette amélioration?
Je pense que c'est un processus normal de maturation. Nos joueurs ont 1 an de plus d'expérience, ont vécu des moments un petit peu plus difficiles les 2 années précédentes. Donc, je pense que tout le monde a maturé, tout le monde est un petit peu meilleur, tout le monde a plus d'expérience. Certainement d'ajouter 3 recrues d'impact, Johan Folquet, Charles-André Dor et Alexandre Leclerc, a certainement pas nuit. Donc, je pense que c'est un peu une combinaison de ces 2 éléments-là. Plus de joueurs, plus de profondeur, un petit peu plus de talent, puis des joueurs qui ont pris une grosse année d'expérience depuis l'an dernier.
Merci, Coach, et bonne chance.
Merci.
We turn now to Rod Gilpin, head coach of the Bishops Gators. Welcome, Rod.
Welcome. Hi, good to be here.
You are two-time finalists in the RSEQ, including last year at the inaugural Final-4. With this Final-4 format and a wide-open league, anything is possible. What do you feel your team needs to do to get 2 more wins?
Well, I mean, I think first of all, I think getting one Friday night is going to be tough enough, so that's all we're worried about at this point. But I think for us, we have to rely on our experience to make sure that we're not making needless turnovers and be more disciplined regarding fouls. We've just taken too many, needless fouls over the past few games. Those are the 2 things I think we have to concern ourselves about regarding our team.
Your opening round contest versus Laval is a tough one, as you alluded to. You have home court, but have split the 4 games you have played, each winning on the other's court twice. They boast 2 of the league's top 3 scorers with Kyle Demers-Bélanger and Thibaut Desouter. How much will you key in on them, and what must you do to contain them?
Well, first of all, they're only 2 threats, so they have a pretty balanced attack. I mean, they're probably their 2 key guys, but they're athletic, have good length at pretty much every position, so they're a tough matchup for us. We have a hard time matching up individually, so that's always the challenge for us with Laval.
Thank you very much, Rod, and good luck this weekend. And thank you very much, gentlemen, all the men's coaches. Good luck in what promises to be a great weekend of basketball, and safe travels to Lennoxville. We will now have Ben Dollarou, Directeur des Programmes Universitaires pour le RSEQ, say a few words about the championship as we transition from the men's to women's coaches. Ben, c'est à vous.
Thank you, Marty. Titre de directeur des programmes du secteur universitaire du RSEQ, et en mon nom personnel, je salue la tenue du championnat de basketball universitaire RSEQ 2014-2015 à l'Université Bishop. As Executive Director of the RSEQ University Programs, and in my personal name, I wish to salute the event of the 2014-2015 RSEQ University Basketball Championship that will be held this weekend at Bishop's University. Le championnat permet de voir évoluer des étudiants athlètes qui se sont démarqués et continueront de le faire dans leurs études, dans le sport, dans leur carrière. Ils sont les meilleurs exemples de la signature qui accompagne notre logo, qui sont le sport, l'éducation, la fierté. Je tiens à féliciter les étudiants athlètes pour leur accomplissement quotidien nécessitant de conjuguer avec succès la pratique de leur sport et la poursuite de leurs études. This championship gives us the opportunity to see our student athletes regularly stand out and will continue to do so in their studies, athletics, and career. They are the best example of the signatures that accompanies our logos, which are sport, education, and pride. I insist on congratulating the student athletes and their daily accomplishments that requires to combine with success, athletics, and academics. Je tiens à souligner le travail des entraîneurs qui servent de guide et de modèle pour leurs joueurs, ainsi que les valeurs qui leur inculquent à travers le sport, notamment la persévérance, le dépassement de soi, l'éthique et la recherche de l'excellence. Je vous remercie de votre engagement passionné. Aux arbitres, directeurs d'établissement et à tous les intervenants liés de près ou de loin à la gestion du basketball universitaire, soyez satisfaits de ce que vos étudiants accomplissent et surtout, soyez fiers d'y participer en leur permettant de poursuivre leur passion sportive dans le respect, la sécurité, la saine gestion propre à un encadrement d'excellence. I wish to emphasize the accomplishment of the coaches who serve as mentors and models to our players and the values that they pass on to them through athletics, especially perseverance, ethics, and the pursuit of excellence. I thank you for your commitment. To the referees, athletic directors, and managers, and to all the personnel involved in the university basketball, be proud of what your student athletes accomplish, and above all, be proud to be an active participant by helping them to pursue their athletic endeavors and in contexts of excellence. En terminant, je tiens à remercier l'Université Bishop ainsi que le comité organisateur de ce championnat pour leur engagement et leur dynamisme. Je félicite également toutes les équipes qui se sont qualifiées pour cette compétition et je leur souhaite bonne chance. I wish to thank Bishop's University and the organizing committee for their involvement and drive. I want to congratulate all the qualifying teams and I wish them good luck. Merci.
Merci, Ben. Moving on, we will hear from each of the women's coaches with thoughts on the tournament and their first round matchup. Starting on the women's side, we have Ryan Thorne, head coach of the McGill Martlets. First of all, congratulations on being named 2014-15 RSEQ Coach of the Year.
Thank you.
Ryan, you're 15-1 this season and ranked 4th in the country. Your team is also 3-time defending RSEQ champions. Obviously, you're one of the heavy favorites heading into this tournament. What must you do to not look too far ahead?
Well, I think it's more about process, and that's what we preached all season. I think we're going to be playing against teams that are very talented and well coached. So there's always the opportunity to go out there and take someone for granted and then get struck by that. But I think if we focus on the process and what's important for us, then I don't think we look too far. We look at the next team up and make sure we understand what we need to do to be successful. And I think that allows us to make sure we stay in the moment as opposed to looking too far ahead.
Your first round opponent is the Laval Rouge et Or. You have 8 more wins than them and have beaten them all 4 times you've matched up this season. What has been the key to your success against Laval specifically this year?
I think, once again, I don't think it has to do with Laval specifically. I think when we prepare for what we have as a strength. Our strength is inside. We have probably one of the top front lines in terms of depth in the province and comparable one across the country. So I think we try to look at where we have an advantage, and I think that's what we've done well over the course of this season. However, you can't take for granted how good a coach Linda Marquis is and the things that she's going to do to have her team prepared. So once again, for us, it's about process, making sure that we take care or we're prepared for what we do well, and also the little details that we need to do to make sure we're successful.
One more question for you, Ryan. You led the Bishops Gators to 3 conference titles and a national championship as the starting point guard. What do you most look forward to in returning to Lennoxville for playoff basketball?
I think it's like coming home. I think it's a bit of a homecoming. That's where I grew up in terms of my own maturity. I grew up in terms of basketball, learning a lot from Eddie Palmacala about the game, and I think he's helped position me to be where I am right now. I think having the Bishops Gators not in it is pretty good for me, because now I think I've got a few fans there who will actually support us. We go there twice a year, and there is that bit of a, hey, Ryan, good job, but we're usually playing against the Gators, so they're rooting against me. Now I think I've got pretty much that crowd on my side, so that I think that culture and that community there in terms of their love for basketball and their appreciation of what I've done while I was there, I think will be good to have on my side.
Thank you very much, Coach, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Le Rouge et Or de l'Université de Laval ont déjà leur place en championnat RSEQ. On parle maintenant avec Coach Linda Marquis, qui a amené son équipe à un fiche de 7-9 sur l'année. Linda, premièrement, bonne retraite après la saison.
Merci, c'est gentil.
Comment est-ce que vous motivez votre équipe pour le championnat RSEQ Final-4, car vous savez que vous avez une place dans le championnat RSEQ la semaine prochaine?
Pour reprendre les propos de Ryan, c'est sûr que nous aussi, on met l'emphase sur le processus. Je connais pas beaucoup d'équipes qui veulent pas gagner le championnat provincial avant d'aller au Canadien. On a une fierté, on a un orgueil, donc je veux dire, on met l'emphase sur le processus, mais évidemment, comme toutes les équipes, on veut y aller par la porte d'en avant. C'est une étape à la fois. De jouer McGill, qui était dans les 4 meilleures équipes au pays, c'est une des meilleures préparations qu'on ne peut pas demander pour un championnat canadien.
Miriam Sila est une joueuse clé pour McGill. Elle vient d'être nommée joueuse par excellence au RSEQ pour une 2e année de suite. Pourquoi est-ce qu'elle est une joueuse exceptionnelle et quoi doit-on faire pour essayer de la continuer?
Premièrement, on aimerait féliciter pour son titre de joueuse la plus utile. Ainsi, Ryan, félicitations pour ton titre d'entraîneur de l'année. Mariam est une athlète exceptionnelle. Elle est impliquée dans toutes les facettes du jeu, que ce soit en défensive, offensivement, en transition. C'est sûr qu'il faut y accorder une attention particulière. Au rebond, c'est comme on emploie en jargon de basketball, c'est une machine. Il faut vraiment essayer de limiter, mais c'est un défi en soi là, d'essayer de l'arrêter au rebond. Comme je disais, c'est une athlète complète. Mais McGill a beaucoup de profondeur. Il n'y a pas seulement Mariam, c'est leur force. Chaque joueuse amène quelque chose de différent sur le terrain, donc il faut qu'on soit bien concentré et essayer d'éviter les petites erreurs.
Merci beaucoup, Coach, et bonne chance.
Merci.
On retrouve maintenant Albina Branzova des Citadins de l'UQAM. Elles ont gagné 11 parties et perdu seulement 5 et ont fini en 2e rang dans la conférence. Albina, vous avez perdu en finale RSEQ l'année passée. Que retenez-vous de cette expérience pour vous préparer pour le tournoi cette année?
Well, That was last year, and we learned a lot of terms of experience of going for the final. We did not have a good day, but as I said, this taught us a great lessons. We are more prepared. We show great improvement as a team, even though we've been having 6 rookies. And I'm so happy to see that my team is growing, and they're so excited to show the best of what they can do.
Vous jouez Concordia en première ronde. Elles ont les 2 meilleurs marqueurs de la conférence. Que peut-on faire pour ralentir le 1-2 punch de Marie-Lise Roy-Vailleux et Kyla Barrett?
Well, Concordia, they're not having only 2 key players. I think they're having 5 key players, and through the whole season, we managed to overall to do a great job defensively against Concordia. So as much as we want to focus on Marie-Lise and Kyla, we're going to focus on stopping the whole 5 who are playing on the court.
Merci, coach, et bonne chance.
Merci.
Keith Pruden is the head coach of the Concordia Stingers. They finished the season at 7-9 and will face UQAM in their semifinal matchup on Thursday at 8 p.m. Keith, you went 1-3 against the Citadins this season, but were able to beat them 61-60 in overtime last week. What can you take out of that late season victory and use in the semifinal?
Well, I think we've been playing a little bit better down the stretch overall in terms of consistency, but I'm not sure that we can take a whole lot out of just one game. I'd have to agree with Albena. They've done a very good job against us defensively, and we have to make sure that we're ready to, face that challenge of their pressure defense.
UQAM's Kathleen Celestin was named the conference's Defensive Player of the Year. Well, you have the 2 top scorers in the league with Marie-Lise Roy-Vailleux and Kyla Barrett. What do you think will be the key to control the offensive-defensive battle that this promises to be?
Well, the awards and the statistics aren't the whole story. I mean, Kathleen is a phenomenal defensive player, but she can also put a lot of points on the board. And Kayla is a past Defensive Player of the Year award winner, and Marie-Lise was my nominee for that award this year. I mean, we're talking about some pretty talented athletes. So it's going to come down to who executes their game plan the best. I think not so much to individual statistic performance, although, obviously it would be a great day for Marie-Lise and Kayla to score 30 or 40 each. I would have no objection to that.
Thank you very much, Coach, and good luck.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you to everyone for joining us today. A reminder, action gets underway at the 2015 RSEQ Final-4 on Thursday at 5 p.m. Thursday, March 5th at 6 p.m. in Mitchell Gym. Tickets are available online at gators.ca/tickets. Merci d'avoir participé aujourd'hui. Pour plus d'informations, allez sur www.gators.ca. Thank you once again. Good luck to all the teams competing. Safe travels to Lennoxville, and have a great day.